Welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you. Thanks for checking out the channel. Our boy Jaime finished last in just a complete bullshit dunk contest. The whole event stinks. What can you say about it? Figure that. Riddle me this, Batman. Tell me how the contest starts with Jaime Jaquez Jr. jumping over Shaq, lowest score of the night. Then somehow Mac McClung does the same thing. He dunks over Shaq for a 50, which, by the way, I was happy with because at least it beat Jaylen Brown, who maybe put us through the worst dunk contest in the history of dunk contests, yet somehow finished in the finals. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I know there's no overrated quite like Boston Celtics overrated, right next to the cousin of New York Knicks overrated, but our boy Jaime comes out here and just to wet the whistle of the crowd, jumps right over Shaq. Has Shaq with the camera over to get the aerial view of Jaime and the hair. Boom. Just to get it going. And these curmudgeon judges, which maybe the Miami Heat had some bad karma coming their way back for the D Wade, Derrick Jones Jr. snafu from back in the day. But they're all just like, give him nothing. Okay. So then we get Toppin's brother. He was fine. Jaylen Brown did like dunks that you see warming up at a basketball game for his first dunk. Highest score yet. I'm like, are you, what? And so then they go to McClung. He does this thing where he throws the ball to himself, dunks. Somehow they got a lower score than Jaylen Brown. I can't figure it out. So Jaime comes out for his second dunk. He's got the hat backwards, the Heat culture hat backwards. They do a little tribute to his Mexican heritage. Cool. I did love the court. The court was badass today. And, he does his dunk. He misses the first one. Hat goes flying, which I think is a tough look for the judge. You don't want the hat to go flying. But the hat goes flying. He nails it on the second one in this sweet-ass, what was it? El Cultura. Mwah. The Heat culture jersey in Spanish. Just beautiful, right? And Jaime, immediately he's getting eliminated. The judges don't. They're all of a sudden they're like docking half the score just for missing a dunk, unless of course you're Jaylen Brown. And this is what really pissed me off. Okay, Jaylen Brown brings out this little fella. I don't know who he is. He's an influencer of some kind. I've seen a TikTok of him just balling out versus little kids. Kai, is it Kai? K? I don't know. So, but he's a little fella. He's like 5'3", and he sits him down on a chair, no look, with the camera. It's the exact same thing that Jaime had, except he had Shaq. And then you have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, who's wearing this trench coat, throwing the lob up, and he has just like a failure of this dunk that was so embarrassing. Doesn't come close. It barely can jump over this wee person who is in this chair, and Tatum just messes up the pass. Brown can't even grab the ball. Yet somehow, lo and behold, he gets knocked nothing for his missed dunk. So he's moving on to the finals. And then McClung comes out. I don't even remember what he did because I was so flabbergasted by Jaylen Brown. I was just like, what? Huh? Whatever. So Toppin, Jaime bounced because in the logic of these officials, jumping over a tiny person sitting down in a chair is better and harder than Jaime jumping over Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. All right. Next round comes, and this was the other thing. So the finals come up, and Jaylen Brown, who is really exposing himself as the lamest, he trolls himself because he wears the Michael Jackson glove on his left hand because everybody knows he can't go with his left. With Reggie Miller, who's like, wait, what? How is he an all-star and can't go to his left? Which just leads you to believe, like, Reggie, have you watched the Celtics ever? Well, I don't understand. How could he be an all-star? Like, Reggie was just flabbergasted by this. It's crazy. So, anyway, he trolls himself and gets a dunk. Somehow, again, amazing score. Thankfully, Matt McClung came with a really original idea to save the day, and that was jumping over Shaq, which is how Jaime started the contest. Now, I know he did a little twisteroo, whatever the hell McClung did, and he got the 50. And again, I'm not upset because Jaylen Brown didn't win. I'm just all for that. The only person who's sad is my $15 that I put on Jaime. But I just don't understand this dunk contest. Like, the judges are all curmudgeons. The broadcasters, this Kenny Smith ruins the broadcast because he's just not impressed by anything. He says all night, he's like, the dunk contest is the contest, which it's not. The 3-point contest is just way better. It's way more exciting. It's way more skilled. Higher profile guys do it. It's way better. Sabrina versus Steph, that was also better. Hell, the skills competition was better than this. This was complete trash. The dunk contest remains trash, but it remains mostly trash because there's no rhyme or reason to what they're doing. They're just they have time limits and they're docking guys for making them wait 10 seconds. And then if you're a Celtic, your points, whatever you do counts double. That's the only thing I can figure. But Jaime should have been in the finals. Ridiculous judging. Jaylen Brown, one of the worst performances ever, and he was like this close to winning. I don't understand it. Congratulations to McClung. Congratulations to Damian Lillard for winning both back-to-back champions, but that contest is awful. It stinks, and Jaime got screwed.